Alright guys, we're back for the Hearts Football Manager 2018 career mode, and this will undoubtedly be our toughest fixture of the domestic season so far. It's a Friday night kick-off. We're taking on Hibernian. They're second, we're first. But before I talk more about the game, we're going to catch up on some of our previous results, and we're going to go over the transfers from transfer deadline day and have a look at the new updated squads from the teams in the Scottish Premier League. Lots of major signings actually. I'm surprised for the amount of money spent, and we will cover them all. But as you can see, last time we were here, we played against Nice. Unfortunately, we got beat 3-1. It was a shocking performance. An Ismail Concalves goal. He took opportunity of a bad Seri back pass, got us into half-time 1-1. Thought we had a chance. Wasn't to be. Just did not perform in the second half. Unfortunately, went out 3-1 in aggregate. So up against St Mirren, I thought, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to give the young lads a chance. I signed a lot of young players in the coming season, well, the last season, this season, the transfer window, the window that's just ended, you know the one I'm talking about. I signed a lot of young players, including Tony Gallagher for Falkirk, Matthew Knox for Livingston, Jay Quintongo from Morton. Signed a lot of young players, and I decided to use them in this Betfred Cup, along with players that we already had in the team. So, as you can see, I used them, and I was not expecting this result, a 4-1 win. 4 goals in the space of 14 minutes for Broadhead, Nowak, Quintongo and Kel Lafferty gave us the win. Ross Stewart got not an equaliser, a consolation. I'd be pretty pissed off if they got an equaliser after we're 4-0 up. Ross Stewart got a consolation for St Mirren late on, but still, to get a 4-1 win in the Betfred Cup and to take 1,200 fans to Paisley was absolutely phenomenal. Then you see our lineup: John McLaughlin, Jamie Brandon, Suter, Simic, who we signed, and I'll go over the signings like I said in a minute. Tony Gallagher, Nowak, Matthew Knox, Harry Cochrane, Jay Quintongo, Nathan Broadhead, Kel Lafferty, and from the bench we used Angus BF, Ross Callaghan and Manuel Milinkovic. So the future is looking good for Hearts, and I want to try and get these young boys as much time as possible. So anytime I can feed them into the first team, I'll play them. Anytime we've got a game that's maybe not as important, I will try and play them. I'm going to try and play them as much as possible. Right, then we were back to our second game in the league, a home tie against Partick Thistle, and we managed to come away with that with a 2-1 win. Nathan Broadhead and Concalves getting us the goals. Dimitri Mitchell with an own goal gave Partick Thistle some hope. But in the end, we managed to get the job done. Ismail Concalves, again, man of the match performance, 0.8 rating. The guy's been great for us, what can I say? And it's really hard to put Kel Lafferty back into the team. Both of those players are desperate to start. And at the moment, I think Concalves is getting the job done. So he's probably going to be our number one striker as things stand. Then after that, we were playing against Morton. It wasn't the best, but we managed to get the win. Jamie Walker, who was not having a good game up until the 67th minute, he scored, and after that we began to turn things around, and we played well from the 67th minute onwards, but up until then it wasn't good. Josh Windass did put in a good performance, so he got man of the match, and again, you can see that gave us the 3 points, and now we're set to take on Hibernian in our second televised game in a row. And I'll just show you the league table before we move on here. And obviously with 3 wins for 3, we are currently top. Hibernian are in second place, so it's going to be first versus second here, albeit we have played a game more. Now they've played a game more, should I say, so even if we lose, they go in front of us, we've still got a game in hand to go back in front. So the pressure at this stage, I wouldn't say pressure's on anybody, but definitely Hibs being at home, Hibs being behind, Hibs having to play a game more, they need to win a lot more than we do. So you can see Celtic struggling at the moment, down in 9th place. They played 3 games, a 3-0 away win to Ross County, a 1-0 defeat at Partick Thistle, and then a 1-1 draw with Aberdeen. So Celtic only played 3, but on 4 points, so we've got a 5-point lead over the champions already. I'm not going to get carried away. I'm not going to declare a title challenge, but it's good to see Celtic not running away for the title already. So, you know, pretty good. Rangers there, you can see, made a bit of a difference this season. They're on 7 points after 4 games. They've got wins against Aberdeen and Hamilton. They've got beat against Hibernian and a draw against Dundee United. So Rangers doing alright. Aberdeen, like I said, they will improve this season. They have brought in some really good players. They see themselves 10th at the moment, but if you look at their fixture running, first 3 games were against Hearts, Celtic and Rangers, and look at that, they only narrowly lost to us and Rangers, and then they got a draw away from home against Celtic. So, no, I don't think it's a fair reflection of how well Aberdeen are this season. They look really good, and I think they will rocket up that league table quickly. As you can see, a 3-0 demolition of Hamilton at home at Pittodrie. So Aberdeen, I'm expecting to do good things. And now that they've got a lot of the bigger teams out the way, I do think Aberdeen will be climbing that league table week by week. Anyway, enough of the league table. Let's check out the signings. There's lots of them, and we'll start with us. So we had a pretty busy transfer window. 14 players in total coming and leaving. 7 coming in, 7 leaving. So we balanced out the squad pretty well. First of all, you know about the 4 signings that we made previously. Jay Quintongo on a free, Knox on a free, Dimitri Mitchell on a free, albeit it did cost us 5k in wages, and Tony Gallagher 200k. Does seem like a lot of money, but I think he is going to be some player in the future, so definitely was worth that 200k. After that, we signed Niall Keown from Partick Thistle. I believe he is the son, or is it nephew, of Martin Keown. Probably paid a bit more than I would have liked, 750k. 750,000, but Partick Thistle wanted that kind of cash. I was trying to reason with them, bargain with them, but it was either pay 750 or not get the player, and I definitely wanted the player. And I thought to myself, well, with a great season last year, we won the Scottish Cup, we finished second, I beat Midtjylland in the Europa League qualifying, fuck it, we're going to spend some money. And I did spend some money to bring in Niall Keown. Got Glenn Kamara for Dundee. In case you don't know who this guy is, stats look pretty decent in the game. 105k, he's valued at slightly more, but I managed to get him for 105k, so happy enough with that. You can see 22 years old. His stats are decent. I think he will improve. He's going to be a CDM. He's going to be in that role. Will he be replacing Nowak? I doubt it, but he's going to be a good backup player, very solid there, and he will definitely come in and do a job if necessary. And then finally, I managed to sign Lorenko Simic. I just think we need a bit more backup in the defensive area, especially at centre-back, and he will come in. You can see at the moment, he's valued at 765k, so good player. Probably not reached his full potential yet. We only have him on loan, but if he impresses, who knows, maybe at the end of the season we could try and put a bid in to get him away from Sampdoria, but as of right now, just happy enough to have him on loan. And the players leaving Hearts, you already know about Stockton, Martin and Salmon. We joined a link with Airdrie, so they're going to be a feeder club from now on, so I've loaned them out Alex Petkov and Ewan Henderson, and then recently we loaned out Aaron Reid and Liam Smith. Up next we have Hibs, and Hibs have spent a lot of money. Look at 775k. Might not seem much, but for a team that finished 10th last season, it is a hell of a lot of money. The massive signing is bringing in Lewis Morgan for St Mirren. I think he's going to be a great player, and he'll definitely be crucial to Hibernian's chances of success this season. Brought in Ryan Williamson for 100k, Liam Palmer for Inverness, Luke Leigh for Walsall. So you can see Hibernian not just bringing in players, they're bringing in expensive players, they're bringing in players that are decent. And then they brought in a bunch of frees. You've got Felipe Moraes, who looks like a good player in my opinion. You see 32-year-old Portuguese, hasn't got any senior caps, did win 2 under 21s, so he might only be valued at 110k because of his age, but you look at his stats, man, he's got a lot of green there. So I think he's going to be a good winger for Hibs, and they've definitely pulled off a good signing there. Ryan McLaughlin, Mark Bunn, got Mads Beck in for loan. Christopher Hogan, who is I've hit Derby by mistake, fuck me, right. Anyway, this guy I think is going to be very good. You can see he's valued at 550k. Again, his stats look very good. Our scout reckons it would be a quality signing, so I think Hibs have definitely did well there. The Norwegian, he can play anywhere really. He can play centre, mid, centre, back, CDM, left back, right back, left mid. This guy's just a great player all round. Only on loan. I don't know if Hibs would want to pay the 550k to get him, but even if they only have him for this season, he's going to be some player for them. And then you see, he didn't really let many players go. Ben Sterling on loan, Kevin Watt on loan, Drobraski leaving for 8k, and surprisingly, Steve Whittaker being loaned out. Normally you loan out young players. Steve Whittaker being loaned out. He's on 3k a week, so unless Kilmarnock are willing to pay that entire 3k while he's been loaned out to them, I just think that's a strange deal for Hibs. If they didn't want Whittaker, why not just get rid of the guy? I think it's kind of strange that they've loaned him out. But anyway, they can see Hibs definitely made improvements to their team. They'll be strong this season, and they've proved that already, being second in the league. Greenock Morton just coming up. They haven't spent anything. Bought in a bunch of free players. Obviously, there are no Ian Figures. You've got David Bates. He's come in on loan to Rangers, and they've lost their star man to Jay Quintongo. So I'm struggling to see Greenock Morton doing well this season, which is sad to say, but I think they're going to, in my opinion. Motherwell spent 125k, 90k out. No major news here. Bringing in Stephen Skogel from St Johnstone, Callum Morrison for Dunfermline, Mark Dunnan from Ross County, Vlad Dragomir for Arsenal, who looks like a good player, Romanian, 19 years old. He could be important for Motherwell this season, but we'll just have to wait and see. And in terms of who's left the club, not a lot of players, just Alex Fisher really, 90k going to St Johnstone. Partick Thistle, again, I've done alright. They've lost Niall Keown, but they've got a lot of money for him, so I'm pretty sure they'll be happy enough with that. Doumbia went to Ross County on a free. Well, I'm kind of shocked with that one. I thought they would have tried to keep him. The pace of that guy is unbelievable. James Pentrance on loan. A couple of other squad players just leaving. And players they managed to bring in. Jamie Lindsay on a free, which I think is a very good deal for them. You see guys valued at 275k. I think that's definitely a good bit of business. Danny Wilson, former Rangers and Hearts player. You see, it's going to be a very good signing again for Partick Thistle, and they got him on a free. Dennis Mehmet. I cannot remember who this guy played for, but I think it was a half-decent club. Dundee United. West Ham, yeah, he used to play for West Ham, so again, on a free, it's another good signing for Partick Thistle. Scott McTominay on loan for Man United, Ross McCrory on loan for Rangers, and a bunch of other players. So Partick Thistle, I know they've lost Niall Keown, but they've definitely made some improvements to their squad, and I think they're going to do well this season. Partick Thistle probably, in my opinion, going to get a top 6 finish at least. And we've got Rangers spending 2 million, looking to do big business this year. They have to improve on last season, finishing third, and they spent 875k on Jose Arnaiz for Barcelona. Guillermo Coutinho cost 750k for Oviedo, and I believe that's Real Betis. They brought in Rafa Navarro. So Rangers bringing in some players from the Spanish leagues. Will that help them? Remains to see. And you just see they've loaned out a bunch of younger players, which they all could be good in the future, but as of right now, Rangers don't have much interest in them. Ross County, again, haven't bought anybody. Brought in Prince Bobbin on a free. David Templeton, there's 2 former Hearts players. Obviously, they got Doumbia for Partick Thistle on a free. I'm looking here. I struggled. I think Ross County could be the other team joining Morton as in the bottom 2. I honestly do believe that. Not a lot to say about Ross County, but they just haven't spent any money, so I struggled to see them doing anything. St Johnstone spent a wee bit. Kel McGuinness coming in for St Mirren, Alex Fisher for Motherwell, Ian Bolson for Kilmarnock, brought in Alan Hutton on a free transfer, Craig Conway as well. So what do Alan Hutton's stats look like in the game? He must be about fucking 52 years old now. You can see he's valued at 575k. Actually a decent right back, wouldn't I mind getting him, but St Johnstone obviously beat us to his signing, so yeah, unfortunate. I'd have definitely took Alan Hutton, but with Niall Keown, I guess, so we can't really complain. Moving on. Aberdeen, yeah, holy fuck, I mean, last time I checked Aberdeen, they didn't have this many signings. We'll cover who they've let go though. Mainly just loan players, apart from Aitor Monroy and Carl Anderson, who went on to Fikergrunsen on a free. So I'm surprised they didn't keep him. I know he's getting old there, yes, I think he's at 35 years of age, but I would have kept the Icelandic defender, man. I think he's a good player, and I'm surprised Aberdeen have decided to let him go. And they didn't even get any money for him. I don't know if 35, you're not going to get a lot of money for a 35-year-old, but still, I thought they could have kept him to the squad. Right, in terms of players they've brought in, Liam Henderson, got him on a free for Celtic. Good signing, 22 years old, still a lot of life left in him, still going to improve as a player. and I think he'll do big things in the future. Fabad for Linden for Stoke on loan. This guy is great, valued at 900k. Look at his stats there. Shitload of green. Belgian. It's like all Belgians are decent players these days. It's a new generation. The Belgians are like the Brazilians now, so definitely good signing there for Aberdeen. I highly doubt they'll be able to keep that guy after his contract ends, but good signing. Ross Wallace on a free. Jason Naismith for 97k. Got Nicholas Miester from Southampton on loan. Another good player, valued at 1.2. Austrian. He's got one cap for the actual Austrian team. You can look at his stats. Dribbling 15, finishing 15, first touch 14, heading 12. This guy is going to be dangerous when he gets in front of goal, and I'm not looking forward to playing against him. Aberdeen definitely improved massively this season. Craig Levein, he might be a shite manager. His formations might be shite, 4-6-0 tactics, but he can definitely buy a good player or two, as he's proven here with Aberdeen. And you can see another bunch of players coming in on free. So I think Aberdeen are the most improved team this season. I'd have to go with, I don't know, so far who's impressed me. I think we've been impressive. I think Hibernian and Partick Thistle and Aberdeen have all been impressive. Rangers, I know they've spent 2 million, but I don't know, it remains to be seen. We'll see if Rangers did well, but I think Aberdeen, Hibs, Hearts and Partick Thistle at the moment are the 4 most improved teams in the league due to signings. And now we're going to cover Celtic. So they didn't really do much up until the last day where they brought in 4 players. And you can see here they sold their main man Moussa Dembele to Southampton, 21.5 million. And then Christopher Adger also went to West Brom, 15.75 million. 2 of their best players leaving. Johnny Hayes also went for 2.8. So it was after that, man, Celtic weren't doing that well. They got knocked out of the Champions League qualifiers. And I think that's when the Celtic board finally decided to act. You can see they did spend a couple of million here and there on some players, but after getting knocked out of the Champions League, they decided just to go for it. And they brought in Igskan Aloski for Leeds. No idea who he is. 10 million though. Must be half decent. He's a Macedonian right mid. He's valued at 12 million now. You can see a shitload of green stats there. And he has 22 caps, so can't be a bad player. Sabali from Bordeaux, 6.5 million. Senegalese. How the hell, if someone's from Senegal, I don't know how you pronounce that. Is it Senegalese? Senegalese. There you go, he's valued at 10 million. Looks like a very good fullback. Yeah, Alassane Plea for Nice. Why couldn't they have signed him before we fucking played them in the Europa League qualifiers? Valued at 12 million. Again, looks like another very good player. He's got 1 cap from the 21s. And then Nathaniel from Ludogorets, 1.4 million. He's a left back Brazilian, valued at 3.6. So, I mean, I think Celtic definitely they declined massively, but making those 4 signings on the last day of the transfer window, you know, it gave me a bit of hope. I'm looking at the Celtic team and I'm thinking perhaps there can be a title challenge this season, and then they just go and spend, almost 25 million on the last day of the transfer window, and that just kind of blows all the other teams out of the water. So it's hard to see how anyone can compete with Celtic, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think I've got one more team to cover. Dundee United, yeah, you can see, sold a couple of players. Sold Callum Ballantyne for 60k, but they spent a decent amount of money for their standards. 300k, bringing in 76k worth of value of Stephen McGinn. Aaron Muirhead, 60k. Gavin Riley, 40k. Dion Dunu, 59k. Lee Ashcroft, 39k. Bringing in a shitload of players, but would they have been better off bringing in a couple of quality players rather than bringing in about 15, We don't know. Is quality more important than quantity at this stage? I believe it is. And then Hamilton, obviously, they're, again, terrible business. Losing Ali Crawford on a free. Absolutely shocking. But they have brought in some people. They brought in Jack Hendry for Dundee. Connor Salmon for Hearts. Martin Boyle for Dundee. 2 loanee players for Monaco on the last day of the season, which makes me think that they've actually signed their feeder club for Monaco. It's very strange that we get 2 Monaco players on the last day of the transfer window, but we'll just have to wait and see. So there you go, that is all the transfers covered, and now we can finally get down to business with the Edinburgh derby. Alright, here we go, man. I've been brave. I've made changes. You can see straight away some younger players in the team. Got Tony Gallagher at left back, Harry Cochrane in the middle, Jay Kontongo on the right. Massive changes here, massive gamble. Will it pay off? We're going to have to wait and see. Both teams look pretty similar with the 4-5-1 formation. Hibs are going with Marciano in goals. Back four, a new signing Hogan, Hanlon, McGregor and Williams. John McGinn and Stanton in the middle of the field. Front attacking trio of McLaughlin, Danny Swanson and their new key player Lewis Morgan. And then Simon Murray up front. We've got Hamilton at nets. Back four, a Gallagher, Barrett, Suter and Keown. Nowak just in front of them. Harry Cochrane in the middle of the field. Jamie Walker in that cam role. Quitongo and Windass either side of him. And Ismail Goncalves up front. Massive game. Bragging rights on the line here. Desperate for a win. I'm going to let Austin McPhee do the team talk. I've said enough to the build up of this match. Don't want to say any more. Jamie Walker, I will say I'm delighted for Jamie Walker though. And I'm looking forward to it. Fuck me. Just let me get on the pitch, man. Let me do my talking on the pitch, man. Or not on the pitch, on the sidelines, should I say. There you go, Hibs getting the match underway. Simon Murray pissing down here at Easter Road. Not the weather we wanted. But it is Scotland. We're used to it. We're used to this crap as the first highlight ends. So, not the greatest start in the world there. And we have four fouls to start off this match. So, fouls galore in the opening minutes. Dimitri Mitchell is carrying an injury for us. That's why I left him out. Tony Gallagher did do well last time he came in. So, perhaps he deserves a chance here to prove what he's got. But, who knows, man. We'll have to wait and see. Dimitri Mitchell costing us 5k. I do want to play Tony Gallagher, but I want to play Dimitri Mitchell as well, obviously. And you can't play two left backs at left back at the same time. Well, you probably could, but I don't think it would work well. Maybe let Craig Levein do that. So we've registered 2 shots in the opening 18 minutes, but nothing highlight worthy. As we wait and we wait and we wait. Still, oh, here we go, highlights. A highlight, we've got a chance here, what's going to happen? McGinn should have chased that, didn't bother. And the ball finds its way back to Jackie Hamilton, who just punts it up towards Goncalves, who wins it down. Cochrane finds Windass out wide. Windass looking for support, back to Harry Cochrane. Can the 17-year-old do? Quintongo into Walker, loses it. Stanton now comes forward, Lewis Morgan. He's been on fire for Hibs since he signed. Hopefully not on fire today though. Good challenge for Tony Gallagher. That's what we need to see from the young man. Walker finds Ismail. Ismail, can he turn? He's out wide. He has to play Gallagher in instead. Gallagher with a cross into Ismail. Goal! 2-1. Fucking what am I talking about? 1-0 Hearts. Happy days. It was a nice 1-2, should I say, from Ismail and Tony Gallagher. I was surprised when Ismail in the box passed it way out wide towards the corner flag, but Tony Gallagher obviously read the script. He knew what was happening, gave him the ball back, and it is 1. Ah, fuck off. I was just about to say it was 1-0. It's not 1-0 because Hibernian have equalised with a corner. Not much we could have did about that. Should have defended it better. I hate conceding for corners. Just not a lot, man. Just the ball comes into the box. It's tapped in, and you know that is it. Christopher Hogan now receiving his first yellow card of the season. And my God, we weren't in front for long. That is for sure. Long ball up. Gallagher retrieves it. Plays it back now to Hamilton. Hamilton maybe he looks to punt this one up. Is he going to go direct? Or he does go direct. He tries to find Ismail, who wins the header to Cochrane. Windass now out wide. Windass in a new role inside forward, and he's not really having a great game today. Nowak though wins that in the middle of the field. He finds Quitongo, a guy that's been really impressive so far this season. Quitongo out wide, trying to beat his man. He crossed it into Ismail! And Ismail makes it 2-1. That's a brace now today for Ismail Goncalves. And this guy is on fire. How can I possibly drop him for Kyle Lafferty? It just would not make sense. I love Lafferty. He's been great for us. But I just cannot drop him in favour of Ismail. I can't drop Ismail in favour for Lafferty. I just can't do it. 2-1 Hearts. Happy days. Quintongo gets tackled. It finds its through to Ismail for the hat-trick. Good save by Marciano. I was lucky there. The sliding tackle somehow managed to find its way through to Ismail. And obviously his shot there wasn't good enough. Marciano with the save. Cochrane out wide. He finds Walker. who tries to get the cross in. Marciano comes out, clutches it, and it stops the danger for now. Hearts 2, Hibernian 1 as we approach half time here. And now it's Tony Gallagher's turn to go into the referee's notepad. John McGinn also picking up a booking now, so could be a red card coming here shortly. Right, half time. We're playing not bad. I think we've been the better team. So I'm going to say you've played well so far, but there's room for improvement. And I don't know if we should change anything. I think we're playing okay, but we're not playing great. Do we go defensive because we've got a goal advantage, or do we just leave things the way they are for now and see how the opening 15 minutes of the second half goes, and then we can possibly look to change things up after that? I think that's what we're going to do. Now Danny Swanson goes into the booking, so 3 Hibs players on yellow cards. Free kick for Hearts. Jamie Walker stands over it. It's an awful free kick, but somehow it's a penalty. I don't know what the referee's seen there, but Ismail with a chance now to get his third goal, a hat-trick. It seems harsh on Hibs, but who cares really at this stage? Ismail to put us 3-0 up, he does. Or 3-1 up should I say, but Ismail getting the hat-trick, that's his 7th goal of the season. Fantastic, delighted for him. The form he's been showing recently, he definitely deserves a hat-trick, and today he has got it. And not just in any game, he's got it in the Edinburgh derby against Hibs. At Easter Road as well. It doesn't get much better than that. Absolutely fantastic, and I think now we can look to take off Ismail. He's been great today, and he deserves a rest. And now Simon Murray goes into the book. Hibs definitely maybe losing the plot here, and it does appear like they could get a man sent off any time shortly. So I think we bring on Lafferty, or do we bring on Noxie? If it was any other game, I'd probably bring on Noxie, but I think if I don't bring on Lafferty in the Edinburgh derby, he'll probably get pissed off. So we're going to bring on Lafferty, because I don't want him throwing his toys at the pram and leaving to go to some other club. Right, I think we'll bring on Knox, and he can play in the attacking role behind Lafferty. And then that'll do us, I think. Is that it? Is that everybody? Aye, we'll do that. We'll make those 2 changes for now. We've got Mitchell, we've got Broadhead, Windass. I think I'll bring Broadhead on for Josh Windass, who's not had the solid game. Well, yeah, we'll do that. And then that should be us as we round out the... we'll leave Windass on for now. We'll leave him on, make the 2 subs. Noxie and Lafferty coming on. Walker and Concalves going off. Concalves has been absolutely terrific today, and that just cements his place further in this Hearts starting 11. Hibs not offering much in the second half, and you feel like they really need to do something. They need to create a chance sooner rather than later, try and get the deficit down to 1 goal, but at the moment it's just not happening. We're going to go defensive now and structured, because we're winning, we're in control. Not much need for us to be doing anything stupid. And I think Broadhead can now come on for Windass. And that will be our final substitution of this game. And now all we need to do now is wait and see how Hibs react. If Hibs got anything left in the tank. Funnily enough, every time I've played Hibs, we've beaten them. We played them 4 times last season. We won all 4. It looks like things are not going to change in the 2018-19 season. Noxie with a corner, it's in towards Berra. No, it's John Suter actually who gets the header. No wait, it's Berra that gets the assist, John Suter with the header, but Noxie with the corner. I think Berra got the initial header and then maybe Suter got an additional touch. Is that what happened there? Who knows? It's 4-1 though. Happy days. And now Hibs have, is it 5 players they have now on yellow cards? Holy shit man, they're absolutely losing the plot here. Brought in Dylan Magoon out for Sam Sexton. 6 minutes to go. Hibs need 3 goals to rescue a point. It doesn't look good for them. Looks fucking great for us though. Well, what a start to the season we've had. 4 games, 4 wins, 12 points. And we're definitely putting a marker down. Can we challenge for the title? The way things are going, perhaps we can. Right, Quintongo trying to find a way out of danger here. Harry Cochrane just gives it away needlessly to McGoo. Hogan, his pass has been intercepted. Harry Cochrane now finds Quitongo, and Quitongo now got on the score sheets. As he comes down that right hand wing, he looks for the cross to Lafferty, doesn't find him. It's Knoxie, finds Lafferty, Broadhead, oh, just puts it wide. What a chance there for Nathan Broadhead to come on as a substitute and get a goal in the Edinburgh Derby. Now Ryan McLaughlin getting a booking. Crazy stuff here, yellow cards are going everywhere. It's a free kick to Hibs, so 3 seconds to go. That's going to be the last action of this game. And there you go, there's the final whistle. It's ended at Easter Road. Hibs 1, Hearts 4. What a fantastic performance from us. And I'm absolutely delighted with that, man. I couldn't have asked for any more. I thought it was going to be a very tough game heading in. And in the end, we won it kind of comfortably. So disappointed for what I've seen for Hibs there. I thought they were going to be a lot better than that. Lewis Morgan was very quiet. I don't know, just not what I expected to see from that Hibby on the inside. Hearts triumph in the Edinburgh Derby. I'll send McPhee to the press conference, the post-match press conference, because I did a lot of talking heading up to it, so we'll let him finish it. And obviously got to praise Ismail. The guy's been fantastic, man. Passionate. You're superb in front of goal next time. I appreciate your comments, boss. Glad you do. And now our next game will be a home tie against Motherwell. It's another game that's televised. The more televised games, the better. It means we can get more money. Morrison wants to discuss personal. I have no idea who it is. I'll ask. Can you talk about this guy? Alright, he says he's going to the... Beth unable to resolve Morrison. Who the fuck's this Morrison? I can't be arsed dealing with him. Hot prospect. Oh, Benny. You're right, a low move will be good for you. Alright mate, leave me alone, I've got bigger fish to fry here. Top of the Scottish Premiership and you're worried about getting some first team football. Not a chance. I'm not changing anything. The way things are going at the moment, man, the team's doing great and you want me to stick you in it and then it all goes to shit when they're getting relegated. No thank you guys, no thank you. But anyway, they go a 4-1 win against Hibs, absolutely fantastic. Away from home as well, doesn't get much better than that. And yeah, positively, looking forward now to the next game against Motherwell. It's a shame we weren't in Europe at this stage, but what can you do, guys? What can you do? And we'll just see where the league table leaves us. If I can find the league table, it is. Finally, right, so they go after 4 games. We are on 12 points. Celtic have a game in hand, but even if they win that, they're still going to be 5 behind us. So, absolutely fantastic start we've made to the season. 5 points clear at the top. That's what you want to see. Things are looking great. Hopefully we can keep on winning. We've scored 9, only conceded 3. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And I wonder how long it's going to take until we consider ourselves serious title contenders. I don't know, guys. Let me know down below. Do you think we can do it? Do you think we can challenge for the title this season? Don't get me wrong, I'm not getting carried away. I know Rangers, Hibs and Aberdeen have made massive improvements. It's not going to be easy to finish in front of them, no doubt about it. But already I'm beginning to think that we can get second again this season. I always thought we could do it, but I thought it was going to be a lot harder to get it than it was last season. But I don't know, looking at how we're playing at the moment, perhaps not. Anyway guys, let me know what you think down below. And until next time, peace.